So I'm going to be starting out with Makeup Geek's Peach Smoothie, and I'm going to be taking this on my Morphe M504, and I'm blending this out all over my lid and crease. And then I'm going to be going into my Persona Identity palette, and I'm going to be taking the shade Charming. This is a nice neutral, warm brown, and with that same brush, I'm going to be blending this all over the crease and lid. I want this to be a nice blown out smoky eye, because the liner really is the star here. I'm not concentrating too much on the other eyeshadow. Then I'm going in with Audacious, which is a nice warm sienna brown, and I'm going to be blending that in with that same brush all over the crease as well to add a little bit more warmth. Now I'm going in with Maverick and Fearless to add some dimension, and I'm going in with my Morphe M433 brush just to get a more precise application, and then I'm going back in with the M504 to buff everything out and make sure there are no harsh lines, because this look again is all about being very blown out, very smoky. Now I'm going back in with Peach Smoothie, and I'm going to be taking my BH Cosmetics 102 brush and packing that all over the lid, and then I'm going in with the Morphe M504 again to blend everything out. Now I'm going in with my NYX Matte Liquid Liner, and I'm just going to do a basic wing. I don't want to make it too dramatic nor too thin, just a standard basic wing. However you like to do your liner is exactly how you want to do it. You also don't have to worry about it being too perfect. Then I'm going to go in with Makeup Geek Corrupt, and I'm taking this on an angled brush from Morphe. This is the E11, and I'm just going to start packing on some black onto that liner and also smoking it out just slightly. Now I'm going in with Maverick, and I'm taking an e.l.f. smudge brush and starting to really blow out that liner. This is kind of the scary part, but you just gotta trust the process and keep blending and blending. Then I'm going back in with a little bit more black to just darken up that line, and then I'm going back in with the e.l.f. smudge brush to, again, blend everything out. You wanna make sure you blend this from the tip of the liner to the edge, and then go in with a nice clean brush. This is the Morphe E24 to just diffuse any lines without adding more color. Now I'm just sharpening up the outer edge with a makeup wipe, and then going in with some lashes. These are going to be the Ardell Wispy lashes. Then I go to highlight my brow bone with Sassy from the palette. As you can see, it's very bright, so I just toned it down a little bit, and then I use that same color in my inner corners. Now for the face, we are going to be starting off with the LA Girl Pro Coverage Foundation. This is the white one, and then the Coverage Foundation from The Ordinary. I'm also mixing a little bit of the L'Oreal Magic Lumi Primer in there as well and blending it out with a Morphe sponge. Now I'm going in with the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer and the ColourPop No Filter Concealer and putting that all over my face, and then spraying my face with a little bit of Max Fix Plus to just get a little bit more hydration in there. Then I'm going to take that same Morphe sponge from before, and I'm going to use the other side of it to blend out all of my concealer. I really, really love this sponge. It's become one of my favorites very quickly. Then I'm going to be going in with the Makeup Revolution Strobing Liquid Highlighter Drops. These are in Champagne, and I'm just going to be blending that all over my cheeks and the high points of my face. Then I'm going to be going in with a little bit of the RCMA No Color Powder and just setting underneath my eyes, the bridge of my nose, my chin, my forehead, basically all of the normal places where you would want to set your face. Now I'm going in with the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette, and I'm going to be taking these two shades right here on my fake NARS Ita brush. This is a dupe I got off of Amazon for a couple of bucks, but it works really, really well. I'm just going to be tapping off the excess and using that to contour. It's a really nice brush, and I don't use it as often as I should. Now I'm going in with the Luxie medium angled shading brush. This is the 207, and I'm using this to contour my nose. I really, really like this brush because it's nice and fluffy, but it's also nice and precise. And then I'm going to be using those two lightest shades from the Kat Von D palette to sculpt out my nose as well, and also put underneath my eyes and underneath my contour. Then I'm going in with the Pure Brighten and Bronze little palette here. I've fallen in love with this since I got it in my Birchbox. I'm going to be taking that on a Real Techniques blush brush and just using that bronzer to add some nice warmth and glow to my skin because I don't want to be too sallow and contoured. And I'm going to go in and sculpt out that bronzer because I got a little bit messy. I'm using that same brush that I used before. This is the Luxie 660. Now I'm going in with a highlighting brush from e.l.f. and that blush from the Pure Brighten and Bronze palette to be as my blush. Now I'm going in with the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Powder and the Essence Pure Nude Highlighter and blending that all in using a Wet n Wild powder brush to buff out my face. Now I'm going in with the Morphe M510 and using the highlighter from that palette to highlight my face. This is such a gorgeous highlighter. I love it so much. I'm also going in with the Essence Pure Nude Highlighter to add a little bit more highlight. Now I'm going in with this IBY Beauty crease brush to highlight my nose and my cupid's bow and also add a little bit more to the inner corners. Then I'm going to take all the shades that I used before and on a small pencil brush, this one is from BH Cosmetics, I'm going to blend that all underneath my lash line. Then I'm going to take these two setting sprays. One's the Milani Make It Last setting spray, and the other one is the Skindinavia The Makeup Setting Spray. It is the bridal version. I'm just going to spray those all over my face and then use a sponge to make sure that all those powders are nice and locked in. Then I'm going in with some MAC Fix Plus to just add some dewiness to the skin. I'm also adding some lower lash mascara, and now moving on to lips. I'm using this Rimmel lip liner. This is one of their red ones. It's one of their 1000 Kisses liners. I've fallen in love with these, and I just think it's so gorgeous. They're so creamy. They last a long time as well. And then I'm going in with the Sephora Cream Lip Stain in the shade number 1. So that's it for this video, you guys. I hope you guys like this tutorial, and I love you. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.